Step into the corporate world and you don't need years. You only need moments to feel it. The quiet pressure to conform, the unspoken rules that reward obedience more than originality, and the subtle message that staying safe matters more than staying true. This isn't just a workplace dynamic. It's a system designed to stabilize itself by filtering out discomfort, even when that discomfort is true. And slowly, almost invisibly, it teaches you to trade voice for approval, creativity for predictability, and identity for acceptance. What begins as structure becomes constraint. What looks like opportunity becomes conditioning. And what feels like stability often turns out to be a carefully maintained illusion. The corporate trap, how systems suppress growth and truth. Step into almost any corporate environment and you'll feel it within minutes. The unspoken contract. You're expected to fit in, follow the rules, keep your head down, and not push too hard against the system. In return, you get a paycheck, maybe benefits, and the illusion of stability. But the cost of this contract is steep. You trade parts of yourself, your voice, your creativity, your truth for survival in a structure that wasn't designed to honor individuality. You start editing yourself in meetings, shrinking your ideas to make them palatable, hiding your frustrations to avoid being labeled difficult. This is the corporate trap, a system that rewards conformity and punishes growth. A system that suppresses uncomfortable truths because truth disrupts profit, power, and hierarchy. And the longer you stay, the more the trap feels normal. You begin to confuse survival with success, compliance with competence. The system doesn't just shape your behavior, it reshapes your beliefs. Until one day, you realize you've been trading truth for comfort, and the comfort was never real. Growth versus control. Humans grow by questioning, experimenting, and challenging boundaries. But corporations, like most rigid systems, thrive on predictability and control. They need workers to stay in line, not disrupt the assembly line of ideas. That's why innovation, despite being celebrated in slogans and corporate mission statements, often dies in boardrooms. An employee shares a bold idea, but instead of curiosity, they meet resistance. That's not how we do things. Too risky. We don't have the budget. The subtext is clear. Growth threatens control, and control is what corporations guard most fiercely. The illusion of progress. Corporations love to market themselves as progressive. They post slogans about diversity, inclusion, innovation, and authenticity. But behind the polished branding, the daily reality often tells another story. Diversity is embraced until it challenges power structures. Inclusion is celebrated until it questions long-standing biases. Authenticity is encouraged until someone's truth makes the room uncomfortable. This is the illusion of progress. The corporate system puts up banners about growth but maintains structures that suppress it. The company newsletter says, "We value feedback," but when employees speak up, they're sidelined. The CEO says, "Innovation is our lifeblood," but new ideas are buried under layers of bureaucracy. The cost of silence. When growth is suppressed and truth is unwelcome, silence becomes the default. Employees stop speaking up because they've learned it's safer to stay quiet. This silence has a cost. 1, for individuals, suppressed voices lead to stress, burnout, and a loss of identity. You start questioning your worth because your ideas never see daylight. 2, for teams, silence kills trust. People nod in agreement in meetings but vent in private. Collaboration becomes shallow. 3, for organizations, silence blocks progress. Problems go unaddressed until they explode. Innovation is stifled. The company becomes fragile, even as it looks strong on the outside. And the longer silence lasts, the more it rewires people. You stop just withholding ideas, you start withholding yourself. You learn to perform instead of participate, to endure instead of engage. The system doesn't ask for your voice, it asks for your compliance. And over time, that trade-off becomes invisible. You forget what it felt like to speak freely. Silence doesn't mean safety, it means decay. Identity inside the trap. The corporate trap doesn't just affect how you work, it seeps into who you are. Over time, people internalize the system's rules as part of their identity. You start defining yourself by job titles, promotions, and performance reviews. You equate your value with how well you fit the mold. You learn to suppress parts of yourself that do align with the culture. This erosion of identity is subtle but dangerous. One day, you wake up realizing you've spent years shaping yourself into someone the company wants, but not someone you recognize. The system didn't just suppress your truth, it replaced it with a corporate-approved version of you. Truth as a threat. Truth is one of the most dangerous forces in corporate systems. Real truth cuts through illusion, exposes hypocrisy, and demands accountability. And because corporations are built on protecting image, profit, and hierarchy, truth becomes the enemy. Whistleblowers are punished, not celebrated. Employees who ask hard questions are branded as troublemakers. Leaders who speak too openly are pushed out. This creates a culture where people learn that survival means complicity. You don't tell the truth, you tell the version that keeps you safe. Over time, this erodes emotional health. Living in contradiction, knowing one thing but saying another, creates stress, resentment, and even physical illness. Truth-telling is not just a moral act in corporate spaces, it's an act of rebellion. The trap of dependence. Part of what makes the corporate trap so powerful is dependence. For many people, their job isn't just a job, it's their livelihood, their healthcare, their retirement plan. The fear of losing that safety net makes silence feel like the only option. Corporations know this. They use benefits and promotions as golden handcuffs, keeping employees tethered to systems that drain them. The message is clear: play the game and you'll be taken care of. Step out of line and you risk everything. This dependency isn't accidental, it's structural. The system thrives when you believe you can't survive without it. Breaking free starts with realizing you always have more choices than the system wants you to see. And that's the quiet betrayal. The system that offers stability slowly drains the courage to pursue something more. You don't stay because you're fulfilled, you stay because you're afraid to lose what little safety remains. The trap isn't just about money, it's about mindset. It teaches you that silence is survival, and that comfort is worth the erosion of self. Where in your life did you start realizing it wasn't you that was the problem, but the environment you were trying to fit into? Drop it in the comments. Your experience might be the exact signal someone else needs to finally question the space they're shrinking in, trust what they've been ignoring, and start moving toward something that actually allows them to grow instead of compressing who they are. The emotional toll. The corporate trap doesn't just affect productivity, it erodes emotional health. Living in an environment where truth is suppressed leads to chronic stress from pretending every day, loss of confidence from having your ideas dismissed, emotional numbness from silencing yourself for too long, identity confusion from measuring your worth only in corporate terms. Breaking the trap. The corporate trap is powerful, but not unbreakable. The first step is awareness, naming the system for what it is. Once you see the trap, you can stop confusing it with truth. Breaking free doesn't always mean quitting your job. Sometimes it means setting boundaries, refusing to sacrifice your identity for approval, finding allies, building communities inside or outside work that affirm growth, redefining success, measuring yourself by your values, not corporate metrics, speaking selectively, telling the truth where it matters, even if it costs you. The ultimate freedom comes when you stop giving the system ownership of your identity. Your job is something you do, it is not who you are. Choosing growth over the trap. The corporate system isn't going away anytime soon, but you don't have to let it define you. You can choose growth over compliance, truth over silence, identity over image. Yes, there are risks. Speaking the truth may cost promotions. Refusing conformity may close doors. But the greater risk is losing yourself inside a system that doesn't care about your soul. Growth requires courage. Truth requires sacrifice. But both lead to something corporations can never provide: freedom. The corporate trap can suppress, but it cannot erase. Growth is your compass. Truth is your fire. And freedom begins the moment you stop asking for permission to be yourself. Remember this: You don't lose yourself because something is wrong with you. You lose yourself when you stay too long in environments that can't recognize who you really are. You don't need to overwork your way back into clarity, and you don't need to reshape yourself just to be accepted. What you actually need is space that doesn't demand your silence in exchange for belonging. Because when the environment aligns with your truth, something shifts. Your thinking clears, your energy returns, and you stop shrinking just to stay included. If you feel trapped in patterns, environments, or beliefs that quietly shrink you, and you know you're meant to outgrow the version of yourself you've been living as. This is about moving from limitation to liberation. Don't just think about this, work through it. And if you're ready to take the full journey, you'll find my book, Breaking Free from the Static Mindset, linked below. It's designed to help you think clearer, grow stronger, and move beyond the limits of your environment, so you can create a life that actually expands with you. You'll get 30% of the entire book series for free in one PDF download. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.